Welcome back, folks. Tell you what, last night the Bishop Heelan Crusaders and Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors, well, they took us all on the wildest ride in the wilderness. But you've heard me recap plenty of games, so I think this one, we'll let the Crusaders tell their story.
I can't remember too many times where we've come back from, 2 runs down in the bottom of an inning to win a game.
There's kind of a lot of mixed emotions in the dugout. A lot of some kids were down, some kids were getting juiced.
I thought Fitch's at-bat was phenomenal. I think he might have been down 0-2 to battle all the way back from that to get the walk. But even at that, it's like it's still an uphill climb.
So I knew once Fitch got that walk and me getting on, George and Jaron doing their thing, I knew that we were going to win that game.
George comes through with a really big at-bat, like 12-pitch at-bat, ends in an RBI single.
And now I know we got 2, 3, 4 coming up. The circumstances change a little bit.
I was aggressive, first pitch, drove it the other way.
George, you got to score. I was the minute I saw him get through the first baseman, I knew George was going to score. I wasn't going to stop him.
I was out of the dugout, like off the bat. I was standing behind home plate and had to make sure George hit the plate before I went on there so it counted, but I was beyond excited. It's like a culmination of the last 5 years of hard work.
It was surreal. The whole inning was, I mean, it happened so fast. That was the other thing. It was bing, 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 and next thing you know, we're watching the guy's dog pile.